Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you don't know, my name is Whitney Mikel. I'm your local Hampton Roads realtor. Today we're going to simply be talking about the market conditions. Everyone has the question, is this a buyer or a seller's market? If you just Google that question or Google something similar about market conditions, you will indeed find out that we are in a buyer's market. We have not seen a full-blown buyer's market in quite some time. And so what it means for us to be in the buyer's market, that simply means that there is more inventory on the market. That means inventory is sitting on the market longer and buyers have more options. I did do a video quite some time ago talking about market conditions and how to tell if we're in a buyer or seller's market, but you always need to remember supply and demand. And so with that being said, we're in a buyer's market because the inventory supply is high where the buyer's demand is low. Now, if it were reversed and we didn't have enough inventory and the buyer's demand was high, then that would mean we're in a seller's market, which would also drive up home prices. So how does being in a buyer's market affect buyers, and how does being in a buyer's market affect sellers? Being in a buyer's market for buyers simply means you have more options, and it means that you're able to take your time when finding a home. Back when COVID happened, homes were going like hotcakes. You put them on the market and then they're gone. You put them on the market and then they're gone. Homes weren't even staying on the market for 24 hours. Now, we do have some homes that I like to call cream puffs, and that means it's a great home in a great location, meaning everything's perfect and everybody wants it. Now, those cream puff homes, they go really, really fast usually, and they have to be priced right. So with buyers being able to take their time, of course, like I said, that means that homes are staying on the market longer. They have more room for negotiating closing costs, repairs, home warranties, and things like that. So buyers, this is your time. So for home sellers, what does that mean? That means you must price your home accurately from the very beginning. It's not wise to put your home on the market and just see what happens right now. Now, some data may show that your home is priced just right, but we all must understand that the true value of your home is determined by what a buyer is willing to pay for it. So for instance, let's say you have your home set at $600,000 and the comps around it are supporting a $600,000 listing price. If your home stays on the market for 60 and 90 days and a buyer is not willing to pay $600,000, then that is the market screaming at you, hey, your home is priced too high. So no matter what, whether the comp support it or not, you have to go by the actual live market and what buyers are saying about your home. Okay, so that's how you truly determine your home's value. Make sure you pay attention to the live market. So with it being a buyer's market, one thing that I'm noticing is that home affordability is just seeming to get further and further out of reach for people. I recently did a video on Instagram and TikTok where I talked about the median household income in Hampton Roads being $79,000. That's your household income. And so with making $79,000 for an average income, you can afford approximately a $224,000 house. Now, we are all realistic, we all should be realistic. $224,000 is not going to buy you a lot of house in today's market, especially if you have a family or a growing family and you need more house. $224,000 is not gonna cut it unless you just want to live in a box, or maybe you don't mind the area as much. But for a home that's in decent condition and a good location, $224,000 is not going to cut it. You could probably get you a nice townhome or something like that. So home affordability seems to be one of the biggest problems that I'm noticing in today's market. A lot of people just can't afford the type of home they need. So right now, a lot of people are renting until home prices come down. So what's going to cause home prices to come down? Of course, interest rates play a big factor in this. Everybody wants to see those 2% and 3% interest rates like we seen during the COVID days. Well, in my professional opinion, I think those days are gone. Hopefully we do get back down to at least the 4s, because that can save you thousands of dollars on your mortgage payment. However, we just have to wait and see what the Fed does. So the real question is, what do we do about home affordability? My answer is we just have to make more money. As much as it sucks, I believe that we are in a day where one income for a household is not really working unless that income is way up there. So multiple streams of income are ways that I like to tell people that you can make more money. I've talked about it many times: Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, whatever it may be, just to get some extra money. You know, maybe you want to further your education to get a better job, a better paying job. But I realize that there is a housing affordability issue for a lot of people. And I just want to continue to put knowledge out there. So as I talked about in the video, we are definitely in a buyer's market. Buyers, if you have questions on how you capitalize in this market, be sure to reach out to me and let me know. Sellers, if you're interested in listing your home, but you're afraid of kind of what will happen in the market, just be sure to talk to me. I definitely have some unique tips and tricks. And for all of my realtors, I would say this is definitely a skills-based market. No longer can we just list a home and hope for the best. We need to be holding open houses and educating our sellers about price drops and when to drop the price. So it's definitely a skills-based market. All right, I just wanted to shoot a really quick video and give you guys a market update. If there are certain types of videos that you want to see, certain types of content that you want me to cover, be sure to drop it in the comments. Always be sure to hit that bell so you can get notified when a new video is coming. Share, like, and subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.